slows down.
What's that? All right. Hey, hello everyone. Hey, welcome to the Friday edition of the Direct Motocross TransCan After Hours show here, presented by FXR Moto. Billy Rainford here. Greg Poisson. Greg is he's having a hard time holding on to that bottle.
Yeah, arm pump is brutal. It's real. The arm pump is real. When you're away from the sport, it can't get away from it.
Let me start off by saying happy birthday, Friday the 13th, and it's Greg's birthday.
Yep.
Big 3-3. Are we supposed to? Can I say how old the lady is?
I don't care. 33. I've earned it.
All right. Yeah. So anyway, it's Friday here at the at Walton Raceway, the TransCan 2021 version. Championships were actually started to be handed out today. I mean, it always starts with the 250 intermediate class, so they are always the first ones to get their championship. And to nobody's surprise, it went to Sebastian Racine.
Yeah, class of the field. He was definitely the guy to beat, and he proved it. So he was pretty set up, pretty. I figured he'd be the guy to win. So he wrapped it up today, Moto 3.
Tough to beat for sure. And I mean, we had him on talking yesterday. We chatted about stuff, and then today we're going to have kind of the guy. There's always seems to be a person coming up. There's always the other person who's right there nipping at their heels, sometimes taking wins. We've got Wyatt Kerr, number 164 intermediate rider. He'll be coming in at 8:15. To start the show, though, we're going to have Tanner Ward come on here. He had to run and get the proper hat. He had to get the proper hat going there because he actually has his charity ride tomorrow. The cycle. You've done the cycle before.
Yeah, the ride with me ride that he puts on is pretty cool. So, it was. It's going to be, it's tomorrow, Saturday.
It's already Saturday.
Yeah, it's already Saturday, so this week has flown by.
Yeah, now last year, because of the whole COVID-19 thing, we did like a 20K loop. You can still sign up, by the way, so you can certainly do that. We've got the how you can sign up on the website, on our Instagram page and everything like that. So you can certainly still sign up. Tanner, he's just pulling up now, but so he'll tell us more about that. But so this year, we're actually going the 11, 12K to the Cowbell Brewery, where you can be outside, just kind of have some sandwiches. Come on in, Tanner. Oh, don't come that way. You're gonna come in the other way. If you come in that way, it'll be open and the bugs will keep coming in. But so then we're gonna have able to ride the 10 or 12K, I guess it is, to Cowbell, have a little break and everything, and then apparently everybody races home. Is that what happens?
Yeah, it tends to be a pretty easy ride out. Did he forget that there's a door there?
Yeah, he did forget there's a door there. He went all the way around.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Sorry, Tanner. We'll have to apologize.
It's so everyone kind of just sets a pace on the way out. Everyone's all fun and games, and then everyone hangs out. It seems like, and then. The way back is a lot of measuring of fitness or strength or whatever it is.
I didn't think that's where you were going.
No. Gotta keep
Family show?
PG, yep.
Yeah, I know. Hey, Marshall Welton, I'm looking at you, buddy. He's the guy. He pushes the pace.
Yeah, he's a good cyclist. A lot of these guys spend a lot of time on bicycles, so it's it ends up being a little bit of a show before Sunday. So
yeah. So anyway, it's gonna be fun. And like I say. There's Tanner. Tanner, I meant that door right there. Come on in, Tanner. We were just kind of introducing you kind of thing, talking about the ride a little bit. And wanting to, you know what I forgot to do? You want to hit that little switch down there on the bottom right? There, we'll get the shadows.
Unprepared, Billy.
Hey, everybody. Welcome, Tanner Ward. Career number 84, Tanner Ward. Tanner, man, thank you for hanging out.
Yeah, no problem.
Thanks for coming.
Glad to be here.
I know you want to, tonight is actually the Whole Shot Challenge. So that's starting at 8:30. So a bunch of people are wanting to get over to that. Tanner, you're going to set up with your Ride With Me, your charity thing. You're going to set up over there, right?
Yeah, for the most part, I actually kind of got caught up doing some stuff there. So more or less just going to go around and kind of sell some raffle tickets. But yeah, that's the plan. Go sell some raffle tickets. We have a lot of sweet prizes for sale, or not for sale, that you can win. So yeah, go get some raffle tickets. Watch Dylan probably get beat by some random people. Sorry, Dylan.
Yeah, it's funny how that happens, isn't it? Somebody will come out and just, that guy's good.
And yeah. That's the plan.
Okay, well, yeah, I know we have a few other things, obviously, we want to talk about with you, but I kind of want to talk about the charity thing, and you can still sign up, and I kind of said we have the link on our Instagram and stuff, but tell, if anybody's watching this live and like, oh, I'm going to be there tomorrow, maybe I'll go for the ride. How do they actually sign up?
Yeah, so the links all over our Facebook, Racing for Mental Wellness, our Instagram bio, and then my personal Instagram bio, the link to sign up. Just online this year, it's a lot easier. We can keep track of everything. Like the last 2 years was kind of like you came to us, sign up. The first year was just like come, and it was come for the ride. So kind of getting better each year. We do it a little bit more professional, I guess.
Sure.
Yeah,
Well, you learn how to streamline things.
Yeah, and so yeah, if you just go on there, you can pretty straightforward. Honestly, click the link and get everything done there. Mel has it pretty handled. So yeah, that's how you get signed up. The ride's at 1 o'clock. We're leaving actually on this side of Walton. I don't know if everyone knows where we are right now, but it's gate
A. It is A. There are two A's, but it's
yeah.
the A where the ambulance comes in.
Yeah, exactly. We'll be set up. It's the opposite gate of where you go in for the pits. So yeah, gonna ride to Cowbell and have a little lunch. Just kind of obviously talking stuff and
Stretch and get ready for the race home, right?
yeah. That's
Yeah, we were just talking about that. It always has to be in a race home.
Yeah, you guys can race.
Well, you guys have to race
real
the next
racing
day,
For me
so.
is Sunday, so.
That's why I was surprised Marshall Welton went so hard last. Maybe it wasn't hard for him. Yikes! Yikes!
Yeah,
if
he
that
does
wasn't hard.
cycle a lot.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think the 8:05 train just pulled in. If you heard that.
Yeah.
All right, so that's tomorrow. That's going to be a fun thing. I mean, I did it last year, and I was honored to be the honorary, with the passing of Jeff McConkey, who we all knew back in the day. So it was nice. Thank you very much for that kind of thing. Kind of got to lead the group out of the town there, and then proceed to get hammered into the ground. But so if you have time tomorrow and it's 1 o'clock, right?
Yeah.
Did we say that?
1 o'clock. We leave at 1 o'clock, and it's about approximately half an hour, 45 minutes to an hour to get there, depending on your speed. And it's, I mean, honestly, everyone. I know a lot of people are intimidated because a lot of us.
Oh, what I just said too.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
didn't help it.
Sorry, that didn't help at all.
It's all fun and stuff, but honestly, my little brother does it, my nephew's gonna do it, and there's so many different variety of riders. My girlfriend does it. People who aren't athletes, who aren't even work out on a daily basis, but yeah, for the most part, everyone's welcome. That's the whole point of it. You know what I mean?
It's a group ride, but there are some dummies who go fast off the front. That's how I should have worded it.
And at the end of the day, it's just we're riding our bicycles to raise support for mental health, and it doesn't matter if you're 50 years old, 100 years old if you can get on a bicycle, or
everybody look at me when you say 50.
Yeah.
And doesn't matter, what if you're a cyclist or not. It's obviously the more support, the better, and that's the end goal for us, is just to raise awareness for mental health and break the stigma, as they say.
Everybody's welcome.
All right, absolutely. Well, hopefully we have good numbers and stuff, and I know the weather's going to be perfect. We're going to lose the humidity. The sun's going to stay out. It's going to be just it should be perfect, 23 degrees.
Yeah,
it's going to be nice.
It's going to be a good day. I'm excited for it too. We get to go back to Cowbell, which last year, obviously with COVID and everything, we couldn't, just with a big group, and we still made it work. It was pretty fun last year. We had a little nice, I think it was 20-kilometer loop, but I don't know, just the atmosphere. I was looking back on the video from the first year, and just the atmosphere at Cowbell. Obviously, this year's still gonna be a little bit different. We're outside, we're under the tent, and we don't get that rec room that we had the first year we ever did it. But just the vibe, it was more I don't know how to actually say it. Like last year, I felt like everyone did the ride, and then once the ride was done, everyone just kind of went back into their thing. Where this year, I feel with going to Cowbell and then everyone biking there, we can hang out, we can all talk, and no one feels rushed to go back to their pit. No one, which is, it's important to have a conversation and just have a good time, especially during these times. And obviously, people's mental health is it's a big struggle right now with what's going on in the world, and it's nice to be able to get out and have some and laugh. I think that's a big thing, and to be able to do that at Cowbell this year is gonna be awesome.
Nice. And like you say, it's just about starting the conversation too, right? That's such a big piece of the whole thing, which is good to see that people are doing that now. So hopefully we start seeing that pay off as we go forward, right?
Exactly. It's important.
Okay, now let's move on to I had a weird thing happen today in that Pro-Am Moto. I was out there, I'm watching. Cole Thompson went off the front. Jake Piccolo was out there in second place, and there was a Honda behind him, and I was sure it was you. And there was a battle. Next thing you know, I'm like, wait a second. There's still a Honda there, but it's a different Honda. I'm like, wait, what happened to Tanner?
I actually thought it was Tanner the whole time, because I always get him and Ryder confused because
the numbers,
1884. I still haven't got used to it.
Well, tell us what happened out there.
Yeah, I actually just got around Piccolo. He had a little tip over, and then finally got some clear track out of his roost, and the team just pulled me off. My bike was smoking a little bit. I don't know. I actually don't even really know what it was. It was just leaking a little bit of oil, and it was more or less better safe than sorry. I was riding a race bike, and then also
that was the race bike.
The last thing we needed to do is something happened on the face of a jump, and today's obviously not important. Sunday's the day that we really need to be focused on. It was more or less just I was out there pretty much just to practice, right? So yeah, kind of a bummer. It was a pretty fun race. I felt really good, but yeah, I'm 100% healthy, so that's all that matters.
Okay, now we mentioned earlier too your teammate. He'll be doing the hole shot challenge tonight. I saw him during that race when it started and asked him, hey, why aren't you out there and stuff like that? Because that first one was pretty exciting to watch. But he said, you know what, I did my testing. I didn't really need to be out here. So he's just kind of and he may have said something about prove the point too or something. I'm not sure. But did you guys have a conversation?
Actually, honestly, I was getting dressed and I didn't see him or Ryder anywhere around, and I'm just wondering where they were. Then obviously saw Ryder, but I didn't even know he wasn't racing it till I was pretty much on the line. And then when I was on the moto, I haven't seen him since. So I actually haven't really talked to Dylan too much today, but yeah, I don't blame him. I don't. I mean, with the gap he's got and stuff, and the position he's in, he just kind of got to go finish the motos on
Yeah, and
Sunday.
truthfully, wouldn't you be maybe almost surprised to see Piccolo out there too, leading by a slim margin, right? And it's practice, but it's also a risk, right? So.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Does it pay off with time on the track, or is it more of a risk? But
because you know he's not going to go 80%, right?
No, he definitely does not. That's what I noticed today, big time.
Yeah. Anyway, it was fun to watch. I mean, if you watched it on the Flow Sports app, Flow Racing app, type in Flow FLO.
Yeah. Flow
Anyway,
Sports
it's on there for you pay a fee and you can watch everything live and everything like that. But if you saw it, it was pretty exciting and amazing how many pro riders of you guys are out having fun doing it. Like, would you have done it like always if it was allowed to do? If we were allowed to?
I mean, like, yeah, probably. Like, why not? It's like I think it was like I didn't really sign up till the last minute. Like, I think I signed up Monday, and I honestly was on the weekend planning on. I was like, oh, I'll go ride maybe like Visionville or somewhere this week, and then come back, do some ride with me stuff while I'm here. But then I'm like, why not just be here all week? I can promote the ride with me. It's way easier to get stuff done when I'm here. And Mel's here, and everybody, and like Tanner Stuff for Foundation, John, he's here. And then why not just ride? I don't need to go find somewhere to practice. I'm gonna ride the track. I'm gonna race, and then went to race the TransCan and the national broke out.
Yeah, exactly. Right?
Exactly. Yeah, that was a pretty packed gate of guys.
Yeah.
It's all fun though. It was
I keep seeing that shadow here. I keep thinking somebody's right there.
Yeah. I wasn't sure if anything was gonna happen with us 250 guys, but I don't really care. I wanted to stay out of the drama. And then
I thought if anything was going to happen, it would be between Ryder and Jake there. But, I was kind of like, what's going to happen?
Yeah, they can take each other.
Yeah, there you go. Boom, helps you. How far are you behind, and what are you going for on Sunday? What's the goal here?
I got to win. That's pretty much all there is to it. I got to go 1-1.
Do you need some math help? Like, you need some help with issues? Like, you need some...
I mean, honestly, if I go 1-1 and Jake, honestly, I think if he goes like 4-4, 3-4, I think I can get it done. So,
okay. So
anything can happen.
It's a big day. It's a big race for the finale.
I'm only 11 points back, and I think we've seen 11-point swing happen already this year in our class. So it's anything can happen.
And it's a track that obviously you've got tons of experience on. You're comfortable out there in the ruts and stuff, right?
Yeah. Obviously, I mean, as much as I like it, this is the only place I've ever won. It also kind of sucks. I want to go win somewhere else, but. Yeah, I got 3 national wins to my name, and they're all here at Walton.
Okay.
So let's make it 4, I guess.
That's right. You had the 2 just to start the season.
Yeah. So I guess keep it. The last three nationals here, I'm undefeated. So why change it now?
Let's keep the streak going. Yeah, for sure.
Now, I don't know. While we got people kind of checking it out and stuff. We're over there. We see this mobile play game thing. I'm like, what is going on? And there's your dad. It's like, what is your dad's over there? He's got this mobile game unit.
Mobile gamer.
Yeah, mobile gamer. So
I don't know where the idea sparked from. I do know where the idea.
Yeah, so do I. It's funny. I like it.
Well, from what I understand, he got a birthday party done for Carter, and he realized how I don't know. Yeah, how easy it was for them and how much money the guy made. I don't know. And next thing I know, he had a trailer and built, and I'm like, good for him.
Right. So what you do is there's a trailer. It's got all kinds of game consoles and massive TVs, and kids just go in there. What I think's funny is it's more for the parents. We've really got to go turn that off. I'm gonna go start switching off things. But yeah, so I mean, it's more for the parents because you just go throw your kids in there and you got a couple hours to yourselves.
Yeah, exactly. I know at first like he was like planning on doing birthday parties and stuff, and then unfortunately for him, he got it going March of 2020.
Oh yeah.
Oh, of course, right.
So
that story.
It's been an unfortunate like time for him, but it's not like that was gonna be his main income. Like it was more of a little side project for him, and yeah. So I think this is actually the first like he's done a couple birthday parties here and there, and when he could, and when he was allowed. And
right. Yeah, of course.
So yeah, it's like the first time he's actually had it really up and running and stuff. So it's pretty cool. I mean, being a kid nowadays, and I mean, to be honest, I like the game.
So you got a ton of games. You got consoles like crazy. You got everything in there.
Yeah, I think he's got like 4 Xboxes and then a couple VR systems, and he's got honestly, he knows more about gaming than I do now.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, old Jeffro.
Greg, I'm gonna leave it in your hands to ask him a couple more things. I'm gonna go switch, make sure those are all off, because when this whole shot thing starts, they're gonna be chattering like crazy.
Yeah,
on those,
okay.
Probably. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna go over here and turn those walkies off.
Yeah, no problem. All right, Terrence, so this is the question I was actually thinking about earlier. So, I mean, we might know the answer to this one, but your favorite memory from Walton, either, I mean, you may say it was the pro, your first pro win and things like that, or was it, let's talk about amateur, your favorite moment.
Man, like, it's actually funny you say that. I ran back to switch my hat before I came here, and I was like, we're kind of parked near the bike park, and it's just like crazy to like, yeah, it kind of brought me. I just had a quick glimpse of when I was a kid and like on 50s and like just man, there's so many memories made here, and it's pretty crazy. Like, it's cool to see the kids, like all of them on the bike parks having fun. None of them, as much as we were just talking about Xbox and stuff, none of them on their Xbox or it's so yeah, as a kid there's so many memories, but if I'm gonna bring it just to the racing, I'd say in 2014 I had a super sweet battle with Casey Keast and McCoy Bro. I don't know if you guys remember him.
Oh yeah.
And I remember it just being like the last moto, and we all whoever won, because I think I might have went like 2-2 or something, or I don't know. We all had we're all 1 point difference, so it's pretty much whoever won the last moto brought it home. And I remember like, of course, all of us went 1, 2, 3 on the start, and it was like it was a super fun moto. So that one definitely comes to memory. Or sweeping both classes that I was in on Super Mini and Schoolboy. I mean, but honestly, like I just remember being really young and being on like this side, and I think those are like my favorite memories from Walton. Doing the track building contest and like just obviously no cares in the world, just having the time of my life.
I actually saw your teammate Ryder in there building some tracks tonight. I don't know if he was supposed to be judging or not, but I saw him in there. He was right in there with the kids building tracks, and I was like, oh my god, I forgot how young he is at times. So he shows it. It's hilarious.
Yeah, he's you definitely forget how young he is sometimes.
Yeah.
Pisses you off sometimes.
Yeah, and just how fast he's gotten over the last year. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's. I mean, yeah, it's definitely. We've all got memories from his place, and some of us, racing ones, other ones are not. It's kind of funny how that works.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's I've been coming here since. I don't think I ever missed a year since I was born, because I had 3 older brothers that raced, and obviously the one year I think I missed would have been 17 when they didn't have it.
And you are you're a child of the corn, children of the corn here.
Yeah, child of the corn.
So yeah, there's so many memories. It's just remember like. I remember looking up to Richard Gray and Cole Thompson as when they were on Super Minis, and I would have been, I don't even know, I would have been like super young, like 6 or 7, and it's funny that like I still remember like little things from there, and like there's a lot of memories made here, and it's cool seeing all the kids out there, and there's something that they're gonna remember for the rest of their lives for sure.
Nice. That's it's fun. I mean. You're another one of those kids that I've certainly traveled. I've seen all across the country, races everywhere, right? The drive out to Las Vegas and stuff for one, and obviously many times at Mini-O's.
That's funny. I was actually just for dinner with my brothers, and we were talking about that Vegas trip. And that was a fun trip.
Just stuff all the bikes in a minivan. We just crammed. I did 2 crammed ones down into minivans with bikes.
Oh yeah, you did it with Racines too, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Minivans can hold 150s. It looks like. So.
Yeah.
that's right. Yeah,
Ride
yeah.
150s. and
Both of you guys, yeah,
You need
that's
to have a minivan as your pit vehicle.
All right, well, our next guest is in the green room here. Tanner, just thanks a lot. Anything else you want to mention? We better get you to thank your sponsors, buddy, while you're here.
That's a tough one.
Oh,
no, I'm kidding. Yeah, well, yeah. If I'll just obviously mention about a little bit of ride. Well, I can't talk right now. A little bit with the ride with me. Just if you are watching, obviously if you can't make it and you still want to purchase a raffle ticket, you can email transfer racing and then the number 4 mentalwellness@gmail.com, and then just with your phone number and your name, and then yeah, you'll be entered in the raffle, and if you win, we'll contact you. And then yeah, obviously we went through everything else with that, and I'm super excited for that tomorrow. It should be fun. Hope both of you guys gonna be there.
Yeah. I don't have a bike to ride this year, but I was actually going to reach out and ask you if I could help in any other way, or drive something, or be a part of that. So
Yeah, we can talk car.
we can talk about it tomorrow. I guess.
Yeah,
I'll be
sounds
around.
good. We'll yeah, and then go to my sponsors. Yeah, the whole entire GDR Honda Canada team. They it's been an awesome. I've only been with them for 2 years, but I honestly feel like family there. It's been awesome. SSS, Colton Fasciotti, Napa White Court, KR Communications, obviously my entire family. Yeah, just everyone that supports the team that gets us racing. It's obviously been a really tough year for with COVID and everything, and for us to get racing. So a lot of people put in a lot of hours to get us on the track, and obviously I don't want that to go unnoticed. And yeah, just everyone that supports the team. Thank you guys so much.
Well, thanks for coming, buddy. We appreciate it. We'll
thanks
see
for
you
having
tomorrow.
Thank you. Now get over there. There's that. It's going to start. It's
5
pretty
minutes.
much starting soon. The whole shot challenge. But yeah, thanks, Tanner, and good luck. Well, we'll see you tomorrow for the ride, and then good luck on Sunday.
Thank
And we will see you for sure.
Yeah, it's going to be pushing it. You'll have to turn around and come right back. All right, hey, check out who it is. We got number 164 intermediate rider, Wyatt Kerr. We need like a James telling us all we're number 1, apparently. But yeah, intermediate rider. Man, Wyatt, things this week. You're, I mean, every time, I mean, I'm hyping up the intermediate class all the time. And every time I mention the 212, I quickly mention the 164 with it, because you guys are kind of coming up through the ranks. I mean, he's kind of getting a little bit of the better of you. I know we're gonna talk about that, but let's talk about the TransCan here this week, man. How's it going?
It's been really good, actually. We've had some ups, we've had some downs. You know, we got the first moto win in the Open Intermediate class, so I'm still in the lead for I think the points. So
Okay.
I should be able to come into this last moto and make it happen. So it's overall been really good. I feel like I've been riding really nice, and I just got to finish it off tomorrow. So.
Now, something happened today we got to talk about. You're out there doing well, moving up. Both you guys, again, you guys are kind of linked together. So both you guys are coming up. You did both. Neither of you got great starts. You're moving up through the field. All of a sudden, the 164 is gone, and I heard you may have been being towed by Chad Goodwin or something.
Yeah, we had a little bit of bike issues, but I'm not going to touch on it too much.
No, I don't.
It was it just stuff happens. You know, we're racing really hard on these bikes, so we're pushing them to the limits, and should be ready to go for tomorrow, and then I'll be ready to go. So.
All right.
Okay.
He's not going to touch on it, but I am.
All right.
No, because I didn't know what was happening, so I'm like, well, I got to go find out what's going
Yeah,
on, and maybe get a coffee when I'm over there.
Yeah. I think we got in the third lap maybe or second lap, and then I just felt it start to go, and then I pulled off the track to save it before it really let go. So I got a hold of it early, and then got it towed back and got the motor out, and now we're just waiting for it to come back. So.
Right, so you probably don't even know, but I wandered into your pits, and I'm like, oh man, they're pulling motors, and I'm like,
Yeah.
uh-oh, and I didn't even say it. I just backed out of there. I said, where's the coffee, Wyatt?
Yeah, it was pretty intense, that's for sure. There was I think 45 minutes after that we kind of started to cool down, but we got the one motor out, got the other one out, and then we just swapped them over for that last race because we can't switch frames. So
Right.
it was good though.
Oh,
I got
yeah.
to ride my stock bike, and it was good to get that last moto in. It felt nice. So
is anybody going to take a peek at that other one before tomorrow? No, is anybody going to look before tomorrow, like your
yep,
race
it's gonna
tomorrow?
be ready for tomorrow.
Are you serious? Oh yeah.
Yep. Yeah,
Who's doing that?
Chad's helping us out big time, getting it
Oh, man,
together
that's huge.
for tomorrow, and we'll be good to go. So
Excellent. That's good to hear.
Wow.
yeah. So
No sleep for Chad tonight.
No.
Is it
no.
Chad or who's going to be doing it?
Chad's gonna be doing it, I think.
Is that right? Oh,
I
wow,
believe
nice.
so. Yeah. So.
Did you go over at the Kawasaki dinner? We didn't mention the Kawasaki dinner.
Yeah, that was going on tonight. I I made an appearance. I was there. I went and talked to Chad about the motor and seen what was going on. Seen the turnout, but unfortunately I had another dinner I had to attend to with one of my other sponsors who's here for the weekend. Chris from Guaranteed Comfort and Cooling really helped me out financially, supporting me for the year. So huge shout out to them. They just they were here. They got the dinner cooked, and then we just went over there, and they gave me a surprise, and they gave me a big help for next year. That's for sure.
Is that right? You've already found something out good about for next year.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
Yeah, so
Anything you can touch on, or not yet, or
not yet? We're kind of just waiting.
Okay,
waiting
alright.
to close the year off.
Okay, cool. All right.
Sounds like a direct motocross sprinter van coming.
Yeah. Yeah, with a coffee machine.
And with a nice coffee
Yeah,
machine.
that's cute.
Now, that's a couple cool things. Like maybe if you do or don't know much about Wyatt, you had some pretty cool stuff happen over the winter. You were down south hanging out with some pretty heavy hitters and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You had some pretty good experience.
Yeah, it was great. I got down to Florida. I had to fly down and then ship everything down. But the main thing was I got down there. I was able to hang out with Dana Kraus, and they let me room and board with them. Within the first week, I was hanging out with Mike Brown because we had to go help him out with his truck. His S10 broke down on the road. So
It's a good way to
Styles was there. Everybody was there. We all just kind of chipped in and helped. I was hanging out with Michael Mosman, Dean Wilson, Anderson, all those guys, and Ben Griff too. So it was just overall a really good experience, and it was a blast for sure.
Nice. And our next guy's got some cool stuff to talk about down south too. So it's kind of nice that both you guys. Now, what about racing down there? Did you do some racing?
Yeah, I did a lot. I probably raced every weekend I was down there. I got my Loretta Lynn's area qualifier done in Orlando. I qualified second in my 450B mod, and then the 250B mod also. And then in the limited classes, I did 250B and 450 also. And unfortunately, I was not able to stay down there for my regional and make it to Loretta's, but I was feeling pretty confident with it. I just couldn't get my insurance extended to get the coverage.
Oh, is that what it was? Huh?
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's a bugger.
That is a bummer.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. You know, we bit the bullet to come down here and just finish up racing and do the pro series and just get our feet wet. So it's good though.
Now, let's say what if the series wasn't the way it is and we'd gone west and east? Would you have been able to do it, or would you have wanted to? Would you have done it had we done that?
I think so. This was
a
year. Yeah, this was a year that with not being able to go to Loretta's, this was going to be the year we would have went everywhere. So we would have just done it in the van and just took everything else with us. So yeah.
Awesome. Okay.
Commitment to it. Yeah, that's good. It's fortunate it's been here, but we get to see more of the country another day, I guess, or another year.
Yeah. So
Sunday, what happens?
Sunday, I'm going to do the pro day again. I'm feeling really good coming into this last round. I think I got to get 8th or 7th to bump into that top 10, so I'm going to try to make it happen.
Oh, really? You can actually jump into the top 10?
I need to finish up really good. So I need to start, and then I just need to run the pace. So I'm feeling really good coming into it, like I said. My fitness is there. I'm able to push those long motos, and I'm really feeling comfortable in the 30s. So
Now, 17, 18?
17.
17 years old, so still obviously super young. Now, a lot of times, the day ends here on Saturday, the big unveiling of the pro plates. Now, are you going that route, or are you staying with the yellow plates?
I'm going to keep the yellow plates for the pro day just because I don't have any made up. And then as soon as Walton's done, I'm going to take some time to myself and just go hang out by the lake and go golf a little bit, and then get straight into work and keep the training up a lot and get a lot of ride time. But we're going to miss out on the Supercross season. We're not going to be able to get the suspension done, and we're just going to kind of mainly focus on the outdoor stuff and just get prepared for next year. So.
All right. Okay. What you mentioned job? What do you do for?
Well, I'm gonna go to work, I think, with one of my friend's dads and just do landscaping stuff for the fall, and then just work all the way.
Landscaping days. I loved it.
Yeah. That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping I feel the same way.
Honestly, it's great.
Yeah.
And not many people say it though. Honestly,
I love it.
You did.
I did it all through university and stuff. I loved it in the summers.
Yeah. I gonna work all the way through January, and then February I'm gonna head back down south for the winter and just get ready for the next pro season. So should be good.
Now, when I always ask this, obviously, we're as you go turning pro kind of thing. Any feelers out? What are you kind of doing for next year? I mean, you said there's something cool for next year. I guess now we're trying to sneak him into answering it.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, he's not gonna let that one go.
Yeah, I gotta kind of keep it on. I gotta keep it down low.
Okay.
I as much as I want to talk about it, I gotta keep it down for now, and then
But you'll be racing the Canadian series?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
okay.
we'll be doing the Canadian series. I'm gonna try a little bit of A stuff in Florida in this fall. Hopefully, I'll get down there. But,
Mini-O's?
yeah, I'm gonna try to get to mini
Oh, good,
but if
okay.
not, then
Give me a reason to go to Florida.
yeah, yeah. So I'm gonna try to do a little bit of A stuff down there and do some open pro stuff and try to make some cash with them down there. But it overall should be a pretty good year. We're coming in strong for this next year because next year's our rookie season. Because this year this was just riding really for the pro
Right.
stuff, and I'm really looking forward to it. Just ready to really push for this pro. So and not have to deal with like the 9 motos that I do for amateur and then straight into the pro stuff. So it'll be nice just to focus on that.
Oh, man, that's awesome. Okay. Well, I don't know if you could hear that, if you picked that up, but the cheering just started. Apparently something's happening over at the Whole Shot Challenge over there. But, all right, well, man, this week has gone pretty well. Like, what do you have left? You've got Open and...
I have open, but I
Schoolboy
think I'm
2,
going to
no?
miss out on the Schoolboy 2 and just save myself and the bike for the last moto.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, because just so I save some energy for the pro stuff on Sunday. Yeah, I think that's it. But I'm going to really put it all on the table for that last moto. Give it everything I got. So,
Very cool.
yeah, it should be good. I really want to leave it all out there and just kind of try to make a statement.
Nice, okay.
So.
I like this intermediate stuff. These kids are gnarly. Making statements.
Making
I like
well,
it.
it's funny,
I
right?
like
Because there's obviously, I mean, no disrespect to the other guys, but the two of you guys seem to have everybody covered pretty much when things go normally. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like when
yeah.
Zach Eufemsef had a really strong race there, grabbed a second
Yep.
today, so that was
he
really good.
He was on fire today. It was great to see him up there. Zach and I get along really good, and we practice together sometimes when he's down here. So it was kind of my first year getting to meet the guy, but he's a great kid. So
Yeah. Yeah, and Josh Bryan is having a
Yeah.
solid week. I mean, there's a bunch of intermediate names we could mention for sure.
it's
but,
great. Yeah.
yeah, it's good. That's always good to see the guys who are moving up and stuff like that. But,
Mm-hmm.
all right, well, anything else there, Greg?
No, I mean I'm excited to see how this goes, and I mean we'll see what the big news is. I guess when it comes out,
Yeah.
we'll be
We'll
waiting
get it.
for
We'll
it.
get it out of him. I'll get it out of his dad tomorrow.
yeah.
Over coffee.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see.
No, that's great, man. That's cool to hear that you actually have a plan that's hopefully going to come together. That you know can't.
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah.
going to make it. Probably won't have fight. I'm just kidding. Yes, it will happen, and it's this.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
No, it's not going to work.
we're kind of still we can't count our chickens before they're
No.
we can't count our eggs before they're hatched. So we're waiting to kind of I guess put it out there, but it should be good. I'm looking forward to it.
Cool.
Awesome
It's gonna be
stuff.
awesome.
All right, well, before we let you get over there to the old hole, are you going to head over and watch the whole shot thing?
Yeah, I'm gonna watch a little bit of it, and then I'm gonna head back, get a good night's rest, and then just be ready for that moto. I might go for a little early morning cycle, just get my legs moving, but yeah, I just gotta get rested up and be ready for tomorrow.
Okay, well, before you do head off, do you want to thank some of your sponsors that you got going now?
Yeah, I'd like to thank my mom, my dad, and my whole family for getting me here. They're the reason I'm here racing, so I'd like to give a huge shout out to them. English Cycle, D4 Performance, Barry Cullen, Hall Race Fuels, Funnel Web Filters, Chris from Guarantee Comfort and Cooling, Canadian Kawasaki, Moto Park, OG Optics for helping me out and making me this new set of gear that I'll be running on Pro Day.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's,
yeah?
it's super sweet. I'm really
One off
excited.
or 2022?
2022.
Okay.
So it should be really good. I'm really looking forward to it. Anybody else I forgot, thank you. It's hard to go on the spot, but
Well,
Yeah.
you did
It's
pretty
good.
good. If there are more, there can't be too many, I wouldn't think.
Yeah.
You did pretty good there.
yeah, I think I did better than my interviews, so but it's good. Yeah.
Well, appreciate your time. Thanks
Yeah,
for coming over,
thank
man.
you guys
and,
very much.
Thank you. Yeah.
Get to
we'll-
bed and get,
we'll be
get
looking
ready
forward
for
to
tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Need a coffee. Do you know where we're at?
I do know where you are. I'll come over when you're not rebuilding a motor
Yeah,
or
sounds
swapping a
good.
motor. All right, thanks, guys. Well, hey, that's awesome. Like we say, always great to see. We forgot to mention too, he is so bar to bar with Sebastian Racine, but they're buddies off the track. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah,
to see.
yeah, we touched on that yesterday and I think the day before too. We talked a lot about the intermediates. So, yeah, they're buddies off the track, which is cool to see, and it's good that they can kind of leave it on the track.
And as he left, he knuckled our new gentleman here. We got Brennan Schofield here. Brennan, thanks for you. Sorry, you kind of got in here. We didn't announce that you're coming.
Yeah.
That's
That's all
that
right.
wasn't smooth. We'll all get better at this. Don't worry. I've only been doing it for 15 years. But Brennan, hey, thank you very much for taking the time to come
Yeah.
on over. I know you said you were maybe going to do the whole shot challenge, and I said, well, hey man, don't come over for our little dog and pony show here. Do the thing.
Yeah.
But you said no, I'd love to anyway. So you're
That's good being here.
yeah. Well, thank you very much. Now. We have to talk about, of course, Brennan is one of the ones, he was down at Loretta's last week and came away with the coveted Loretta Lynn's title, the 450C title, man.
Yeah.
How
was
was
a good
that? I
week.
mean, you had I was watching it live, and they were
Yeah.
talking, and how was how
Yeah.
was that, man?
It
Tell
was a
us
good
about it.
week. I honestly didn't ride my full potential. I just went out there and rode consistent and did what I had to do.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Now the last one, I kind of I was talking to your dad and stuff like that, and I was asking how stressed you were, and were you doing the math in your head, and like I talked to you about it too, and as it
Yeah.
was going on, that was number 17 or whatever came
Yeah.
up. He got by, so you just must have done some math.
Yeah.
Like, what were you thinking there? How was
Going
that?
into the moto, I knew the 17. He took me out the first moto, actually cleaned me in the mechanics section, and anyways, going into the third moto, I think I had a 4 or 5 point kind of gap on him, so I had a little bit of room, and I got off to a good start. And he got a better start than me, and I passed him, caught up, and kind of left him. And then those last 2 laps when the 2-lap board came out, it kind of really hit me, and I rode tight, and my breathing was off, and I got arm pumped. But I mean, he came up on me, tried to take me out. I mean, I probably would have done the same
Yeah,
thing.
of
It's going
course,
for
right?
the
You
championship.
You can't be
so-
surprised by it.
Yeah, and he was battling with 2 guys at the same time, and they went on the inside of us when he stuffed me. So 2 guys went by, he went by, I dropped back to 5th, and I did the math in my head, and I was fine where I was at, so I just kind of rode around. I mean, it would have been nice to obviously get podium in the last moto, but I didn't have to, so.
It's
Right.
Ride smart. I
Yeah.
agree with that for sure.
Yeah, going into it, Matt Walker at Moto X and Tyler Foster. Tyler actually won the 450C championship 2 years before that. He's our new trainer at Moto X, so he kind of helped me a lot and told me, like, just be consistent, and plan worked.
Nice, nice. How do you get along with Matt? He
Good.
Yeah, how is he as a trainer?
He's awesome.
Yeah?
Really awesome, yeah. I'm
Yeah,
happy
he
with
was
it.
he was always one of my favorites, kind of growing up, and well, not really growing up, I guess, because I'm pretty. He's probably about the same age as me, but I think he's a bit older. But he always had a cool attitude, and he was kind of like that guy that left it all out there and stuff. So I always thought Matt was pretty cool.
Yeah, he's a
guy.
pretty gnarly dude.
Yeah, it seems like it for
Yeah,
sure.
he's cool.
I got a funny Matt Walker story. The way I met him was actually I had some pretty serious leg surgery, and I went down to the Minios, and they didn't have specific, handicapped or whatever
Yeah.
parking, right? And I was on crutches and I
Yeah.
could barely move. Anyway, so I'm at the Minios anyway, and so I went out and I parked, and somehow someone mentioned something about where the car was parking. It was right in front of the Moto X compound thing,
Yeah.
and he kind of just very gruffly was like, "Hey, move your day." He got out, and I was like,
Yeah.
"What?" I said, "Are you asking me to please move my vehicle because it's in your way?" And anyway, so he kind of saw he must have gone on direct motocross,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden he's kind of like super nice. Now we're buddies. Like we were like, and we after that we just ended up being kind of buddies and stuff. So
Yeah.
it was kind of funny. It started out a bit rough, but then it was kind of because Matt is famous for being he doesn't take any guff.
No, it doesn't seem like it. That's
He's a
what I
pretty
always
serious
liked
dude.
about him.
No, and I went to his place. I went to the compound and stuff like that. 'Cause
Yeah.
there were a bunch of Canadians there and everything like that. So it's we patched things up. So
Yeah.
it's,
That's good.
yeah, good guy. Now what we didn't do is when we didn't really introduce you properly. Where are you from and how old are you?
I'm from Nova Scotia, and I just turned 16 in the summer.
16 in the you're driving? Did you already do that or not
No,
yet?
because I was down
Here
south,
away.
so I couldn't do it. So yeah,
Oh, that hurts
I'll do
as a
when I get home.
16-year-old not getting it
Yeah.
right away.
that's all right. I got Dad to drive me around.
Right.
He's got it figured out. He's
Yeah.
good to go.
Now you don't have the East Coast accent.
I've been down south for 6 months.
That's amazing. No, seriously though, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
is that something you think about or not at all?
No.
That's
I guess when you're in Georgia, you kind of pick it up. It's,
yeah.
yeah.
There's no way you can speak. Yeah, that's true.
I know when I'm around people that are from the States, it's like for any sort of time, or period of time, you kind of just pick up little things here and
Yeah,
there.
it's funny how
couple
that happens,
things.
huh?
Yeah.
When you first get down there, they make fun of a few things like house and house and stuff like that.
Yeah, they take it a bit too far. So
Yeah.
only people from the Peterborough area say house and hoot and.
Oh, okay, that's a little mean, but
Oh. No, it's true though. It's kind of true. That is kind of a Peterborough accent.
it's a Peterborough
Lindsay?
thing, I guess. Yeah, I don't
Lindsay
know.
Peterborough?
I don't know. Watch your tongue, buddy.
Well, no, it's not an insult. There are
We don't,
places-
what do we say? House?
yeah, house and a
House?
boat and.
Whatever. It's one of those
No, but you know what I
things.
mean. It's there. We have all across the country different accents. All
Yeah.
across America, there are different accents. So it's not a problem.
Well, apparently just in Peterborough, so that's I'm just kidding. TV's been rough on me today. No, yeah, it's true though. You get that accent. I mean, my mom's from Kentucky, so my mom, like my whole family's
Oh,
on
yeah.
that side's from the States. So sometimes when you're around them, you get the accent. And
I like the Kentucky accent. That's kind of like that.
it's a bit different. Yeah, it's a little. I don't know how to describe it, but
Yeah,
it's a little laid back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
I get that. So no, for sure.
Oh, I forgot. Brennan's here. No.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. So okay, so you're up here now. You're in the C class down south. Equates to the junior class up here. So you're racing the junior class.
Yeah.
Man, we're having a hard time getting that TJ Scott kid. Man,
Yeah.
he's on fire.
Yeah, I was getting good starts, but I never got a whole shot, which was kind of my problem, and I'd get hung up. I just couldn't make any passes early on, and he would kind of, obviously he had good starts all week. He was riding great.
I think
And
he grabbed every hole shot almost. It seems.
yeah,
Yeah,
So he
he's
got
been
the
killing
whole
it.
shot, and while I was battling, trying to get up there, he was just kind of checked out, which he sprinted the first couple laps, which was smart, and got ahead. So, I mean, he rode good, and I rode good, so I was happy with my riding. I'm kind of bummed I didn't get overall, but, I mean, it is what it is, and I rode my best, so.
Right. Now that last moto we saw, was that 250
Junior.
I
Yeah.
guess you were not happy to be up there on second
No.
place.
No.
If anybody was watching that live,
Yeah, I really wanted to win. I don't like losing.
I thought you were
mean,
gonna
second
cancel this
place
whole
is the
thing. I'm
first
like, oh, no,
loser,
he's-
so, yeah.
It's a winner's attitude. You can't blame him for that one.
Yeah.
For sure. Well, so I've got a question. So this is something that happens kind of fairly often in the States more than here, because we call them 450. Like there's 250 and 450 classes
Yep.
in the amateurs, but 450 is kind of like an open class in a way. It seems like, because a lot of
Yeah.
guys can ride 250. So did
And
you ride
yeah.
your 250
I
in
rode
there?
my 250, yeah.
Okay.
I never rode a 450 before, and I don't want to right now. It's a little too much, so.
Yeah, they're big bikes.
Yeah.
They're powerful bikes for sure. So I just was curious if
Yeah.
that was, I guess the plan was to ride that, and it's obviously
Yep.
you know, something you're comfortable on, and so you're riding that,
Yeah.
I guess, this week too, in both the open and 250 again. And
Yeah. So there's a few people on 125s actually in the 450C class, and one of them actually got top 10 overall, which is pretty cool. I was originally going to race my 125 at Loretta's, but I didn't make it in the classes I wanted to. Regionals did not go as planned.
Chase
but
Miller, 549. Would that be him? No, who was it?
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Because it's funny because you watch seeing him on the 125 and then Hayden Jameson on his 252 strokes. It's
Yep.
kind of weird to see the two different two strokes in
Yeah.
that class. It's just
Mhm.
something you don't always hear.
Yeah.
That's for sure. But okay, well, so what do you have left? What do you have left, and where are you sitting in the points?
Two-stroke and schoolboy 2. So
Okay.
I think I'm 4th or 5th overall right now in schoolboy 2, and 4th in two-stroke. So I got a chance at the podium.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Okay, you can do anything different? I mean, it's obviously always
Yeah.
comes down to starts. Like, what do you?
Yeah.
What do you
Well, actually, my starts have been pretty dialed. I looked at my weaknesses when I was at Moto X, obviously after regionals, because regionals just went terrible for me, and I just sat down with Matt and we talked about all my weaknesses, and I just worked on those all summer. I didn't really focus on speed or anything. I just wanted to focus on consistency, cutting off those little mistakes, and working on my starts, because my starts were terrible. So yeah, my starts are good now, and it's nice to see it pay off.
How tall are you now?
6'2".
6'2". You were not 6'2" last time I saw you.
No, I've grown.
You're taller than your dad.
Yeah, I'm probably 6'3" now, actually. So
just keeps growing.
yeah,
it's not
hopefully
Well,
it
he's been here.
stops.
Oh, he's been here. He's already grown.
Yeah,
an
you can
inch.
hear it. You can hear it actually, or is that something? I don't know what that
Or
was.
something else. I think it was a backfire, but it could have been his bones. Who knows?
could have been those knees going as
Yeah.
it grows too much.
I can feel it in my knees.
Yeah, yeah. So what's okay? So we got the you're from the East Coast.
Yep.
We finished the TransCan. What do you do next?
I'm hoping to take a bit of a break. I mean, the summer was really hard. We did a lot of 30s and just a lot of seat time on the bike and training. I mean, part of me wants to just keep grinding it out, but I know it's probably for the best just to take a break. So
Yeah, for
yeah,
physical
like a
and
week
mental,
or two,
right?
just chill out, and then I'll just ride and then get back in the groove. And I'm hoping to go back down to Moto X mid-October for Minios training.
Oh,
Very
awesome.
cool.
Okay,
So going
what-
back to there, so you're kind of like not a lifer, but someone that's going to be around, with
Yeah.
Matt and learning from that. So that's
Yeah.
cool.
So hopefully, if the border opens, Dad's hoping to just take our RV down there and leave it, and then come back, and we'll fly down whenever we want. So
Oh,
Awesome.
Okay, yeah, that's right. That's how you were doing it, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
people keep asking, how's a Canadian able to race down there? It's like you just had stuff down there and you
Yeah.
can fly in and out, right?
yeah, we got it. Some guy here in Ontario took it across for us, transported it over. I think he did Kyle Snowgroves too.
Okay.
And anyway, we paid him and got him to go across. My dad picked it up and drove it down to Moto X, and then we all flew down.
Oh, that's funny. How hot is it down there at Moto X in the summer? Are you down there in some heat?
Yeah, a few days it got over 100. It was pretty warm. It was
Right.
pretty humid.
Yeah, and they get
Loretta's
humidity
was
there, too.
humid. Yeah, Loretta's was humid, but everyone said that years past was a lot warmer, so I got lucky.
Yeah, I kept hearing them say that early in the week. I guess it got kind of warmer as the week went
Yeah.
on down there at Loretta's.
It
this year,
rained
right?
Sunday before the week started, which was good. It kind of cooled things off.
Oh, good. Yeah, I remember, man, if anyone watching this was there in 2010, 116, and then the humidity on top of that.
Yeah,
Everything
that's-
else was closed.
And
Everything.
it's terrible because it's like in a valley, so you get
Oh, it's
no wind
unbelievable.
flow, nothing.
Never felt
Yeah.
anything like that
No.
before in my
Wow.
life.
That's gnarly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't been there myself, so it's but I've always heard the stories.
Just
Yeah.
sitting on the line is you're just dripping sweat.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, and they come off and the kids are just throwing water on them. They got the hoses going, and it's just a panic at the end of the
Yeah.
races. You don't realize how bad it is till you stop.
No.
All right, well, okay, so We're going after TJ Scott tomorrow. We got to go after him.
Well, he's not
Oh, he's
in
not.
either one of my
Oh,
classes.
he's not in those
tomorrow,
classes.
So
I
I'm
guess
done
it's-
racing him. 2-stroke. I mean, number 28 on the TLD.
Yeah.
He's quick.
Yeah,
Sam
Sam
Gaynor.
Gaynor. Yeah, he's a
Yep.
pro, and he's
He's
legitimate
sitting 7th
pro.
overall in 250 Pro.
Yeah.
So I was looking at his lap times just to kind of compare and see where I would be sitting, and yeah, and then him, and then there's 2 guys in front of me. They're actually both in plus 25, and then I got 4th, and the guy in 5th was in plus 25. So I guess I'm the youngest one in the top 5.
Yeah, I mean all the guys that are pros or
Yeah.
stuff like that ahead of you, right? Some
Yeah.
of those guys are all kind of.
So I mean,
you
I'm
shouldn't be
happy
too
with
surprised. Or ex-pros.
Yeah.
I guess because Dylan Kalen's going pretty fast in there too. And
Yeah, those guys are no joke. That's for sure. They're have been pros or current pros or whatever it may be. So that's it's something to be said that you're sitting just behind them.
Yeah,
at
and
this point.
I just hopped on my 125 actually. I haven't rode it since regionals. After my regionals, I blew my bike up, and then I just kind of rebuilt it and just left it and rode my 250 all summer and decided to do the 250 at Loretta's. And it was probably like 2.5 months since I rode 125. Didn't even ride a practice day. Went out there 2-stroke moto, and it was obviously that mud moto. And I was like, I'm not doing a sight lap. Like, I don't want to get all muddy. And Dad's like, well, you haven't rode this thing in 2.5 months. And I was like, it's all right. I'll just send it out there first lap. And anyways, it went good.
nice, man. All right. Well, Greg, anything else? Well, I know you want to get over to the. You were going to race the Whole Shot Challenge, but now I know you want to go over and check it out at least, right?
Yeah.
And see what's going on.
See
and
what's going on.
anything else you want to ask him here before we let him?
No, I think just kind of let us know who's helped you out, and obviously you've mentioned you're going down south or going to try to at least in the fall
Yeah.
for Minios, and so it's good to hear. So you'd be riding C at Minios, or I guess B then? You'd be.
I can do C at Minios. It'll end January 1st is when it ends. So
Okay.
I guess just do it. Take the opportunity to hopefully get some titles. I mean, I'm gonna do like 4 or 5 classes there. So in Supercross and Motocross. So hopefully leave with some titles, and
Cool,
then
nice.
we have a plan after Minios. Leave, go to Arizona Open, the AZ Open.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Go race that, and I can do C there. And after that, we're hoping to get to California. That's kind of our plan. It's been our plan for the last couple of years. My parents want to go, just do a vacation, and I'll go ride some tracks. I really want to go to Fox Raceway and try that out. It looks fun. So just kind of chill for the month of December, and then come back. Probably stay home for January, and then head back down there February, do the Spring Nationals, and then go from there.
Cool. Well, do you want to give us a rundown of your sponsors
Yeah.
and everyone that kind of helped you and get to achieve something pretty cool that not everyone's got to do?
Well, my biggest sponsor is Rally Motoplex, Chris Dara, Matt Dara. I mean, they helped me out a ton. Like, I probably wouldn't be here without them. So a huge shout out
Moncton?
to them.
Is that Moncton?
Yeah. So my mom, my dad, obviously, they spend all their money and time with me, and my brother's back home, so we never really get to see them, so I'm thankful for them to do that. Obviously, my brothers, my whole family, my friends, Brett Higdon, Isaac Johnson, Matt Walker at Moto X Compound, Kim Foster, our gym trainer, Tyler Foster, our new trainer, Blue Crew, Yamaha, Dunlop, Factory Connection, Race Lace Wheels, Moto Seat, Twin Air, 7MX for the gear. I mean, I don't know if you guys see my lit kits this week.
I
Yeah,
have
you
seen
look
them. They
pretty-
look
yeah, you
good.
look pretty
Yeah, they
professional
look
out
really
there.
good.
The bike graphics, killed it with the graphics. He actually sent me a free set of graphics for Loretta's, and they were pretty sweet. I got a lot of comments on them. Yeah, and just everybody else, thank you.
Awesome.
Does the 409 go back on right away or what?
I don't know, I've been debating it. 49's looking pretty
Oh, yeah,
clean
you
on
like the
there.
49.
I like
Yeah.
the 49. My dad likes 409. He thinks it's kind of catchy, but I'm going to try
Shine
to
on?
do digits.
Shine on 409?
Yeah. Yeah, do you know the 409 song? I did an edit with it.
Oh,
Shine
at
on,
Daytona.
Shine on 409?
We'll have to
Yeah.
look it up.
2 years
Hey,
ago at
I'm
Daytona.
old. I'm old and full of references, so.
Yeah, 2 years ago at Daytona, Isaiah Reed actually did an edit
Did he
for
really?
me with that song, yeah.
Oh, that's
There we go.
hilarious.
Isaiah does some pretty cool stuff, so that's good. That's funny
Yeah.
that he would make that connection too. He's kind of good for stuff like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
he's
sure.
cool. I was talking to him the other day.
Excellent.
Thanks,
Well,
man. Yeah, well, we appreciate you coming by,
Yeah,
man.
thanks for
and-
having me.
Yeah. Thank you very much, and good luck in your 2 races tomorrow. So be sure to check it out. And Brendan Schofield, number 49 in the 2-stroke and Schoolboy.
Yeah, 2.
Schoolboy too. Yeah, Schoolboy too.
Nice. All right. Well, there you
Alright.
go. Cool, man.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Thanks
much.
very much for coming. We appreciate it.
thanks.
We'll see you over there at the Whole Shot Challenge.
All right.
See if you can sneak in there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was great. It's always cool to talk to someone who certainly is young and comes home with a Loretta's title too.
Yeah, and the experience too that he's had, being at Moto X Compound, it seems like that's, these training facilities have come along so far since, my days when it was MTF was like a very exclusive club, and you couldn't just go there. You could go there for a week or two or whatever it was, but now, it seems like these guys are down there spending months at a time, so it's, it's definitely changed a lot, and you know, it's just kind of elevated everyone's you know, speed and ability, fitness levels, all those kind of things. So
Yeah, I mean, there are certainly many routes to the pro ranks, different ways to do it, but you can't argue with the fact that going through the American big amateur nationals and stuff like that certainly gets you noticed. I forgot to mention that to him. I was talking to his dad, and I guess, you know, you win a title at Loretta's 450C class he won. He's got tire companies approaching him. He's got like all kinds.
Cool.
Yeah, so it really does open some doors,
just
right?
change
So,
things. Yeah.
yeah, so it's really cool to hear that there, you know, people are now, you know, you do something like that, you get on the big stage like that. It was interesting because he was on the final day of Loretta's this year. He was the very first moto of the day, won the championship, and then the final race of the whole week that same day was the one where Noah Viney held off Hayden Deegan.
Oh yeah, so good for the Canadians.
Yeah,
too,
it was a really good day. So if you're going to watch the last day of, you can go on Racer TV on YouTube. Go to the final day, watch the first moto and the last moto if you're looking for some Canadian content. All right, well, what do you want to talk about who won some championships today before we sign off?
Yeah, let's touch on the championships and see how things went.
Where did we get?
So I'm just trying to see where.
17th race.
Yes, that was Sebastian Racine. He was on last night and wins this championship. I kind of, you know, he was kind of the guy that was going to be the one to beat. I mean, obviously Wyatt's giving him fits when he has the opportunity to. You know, he's a real. Sebastian's kind of the future, and so is Wyatt. You know, like, it's going to be neat to see the good group of intermediates go forward. So, you know, it's no surprise that Sebastian wins that championship today and goes forward, and he's going to be there on Sunday as well.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, yeah, he won. Yeah, so he won that. The next 50 GP, I guess, was next, right? That's that was. I mean, nobody's touching number 518. That's Parker Hatt. I mean, yeah, I don't think he got the whole shot either. No, he didn't. I think it was Cody Metherall got out to the start and then made the pass, and then just a really solid ride out there from, I think he's from Calgary, right? Parker Hatt.
Yeah, I know that the Hatt Automotive sponsors a few different pros and a few different people. I know, like Dexter Seitz in the 85 class, so not a pro, but you know, I think Parker Hatt is actually on a 60 as well, and I think he did top 5 yesterday. I think I saw something about that on Instagram. So pretty cool to see.
So he's tall too. He's tall for that little bike.
So he's definitely on to the 65s and moving forward in the future for that. So.
All right, next Super Mini. I mean, everybody, of course, runs to the fences when Super Minis are out there. It's that and the 250 intermediate seem to be the classes to watch. You know what I mean? They always no matter where you go.
I think that's kind of, you know, to be honest with you, I think it's you know, the Super Mini is like, okay, well, that's Super Mini or 85s, whatever it may be, 13 to 16. That, you know, that's the future of the big bikes, and the intermediate is the future of the pros.
Right.
So they, I think those are the two kind of most watched classes because of those reasons. I could be wrong, but I think that's my opinion on it. It's I think that's the reasons why, right? You know, you see someone that's going to be fast, like Dylan Rempel, for example, and other guys in the Super Mini and 85 classes. Well, you expect them to be the guys to watch in the next few years on the big bikes. So people watch them, and then obviously, like I said, intermediates, it's Sebastian, Wyatt, whoever, and they're going to be the next pros. So. I think it's why everyone pays so much attention to them.
That makes good sense. sense.
So, it's not my first rodeo.
No. So this one actually, the whole shot went to young Gavin Forsberg. Now he's going to be in that class for a while because I think he's like 11 or 12 still, that little guy.
Yeah, he's young, and he's actually from my neck in the woods. I know his dad. I used to watch his dad growing up racing and stuff, and Daryl. So his dad's. I couldn't think of his first name for a second, but you know, it's cool to see that, and he is young, but he's tall. Like, he's just like his dad's a really big guy too. So. You know, I know he's really invested in him, and he's excited. You know, they're having a lot of fun at it, and he's doing quite well. Like, it seems to be. I know he's been training with Jack Wright a fair bit too, up my way. So he's got a good people in his corner, and he's going to be, I think, someone to look at the next little bit. Yeah,
and it's funny. Sometimes, you know, you get out there, and sometimes you keep getting beat by the same guy all the time, and it's like, guess what? That guy's been in this class for 3 more years than you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it's like, picture 3 more years of improvement. So it's always, you always have to kind of think of that. When you're racing, you don't always, but when you're, you know, from our side, you're kind of like, no, you're okay. You got time, man. You got time. But so at the end of that one, it was Dylan Rempel ended up taking the win. He had a good lead on number 613 Cole Pranger. I'm waiting for him to bust one out and take a win. But
he's next. He's due for one for sure.
I think those two guys are going to go up through the ranks, just kind of like you know, Wyatt and Sebastian kind of thing. So I think we can watch for that. And Bobby Gravel was right there, and then I think Gavin ended up in the 4th spot there. But title went to Dylan Rempel.
Yep, to be expected. You know, it's another thing. It's these titles get wrapped up in Moto 3 because, you know, and obviously Dylan's been kind of the class of that field. So
right now, you actually. Brett Lee is back from the Whole Shot Challenge.
Didn't go good.
It didn't go good, he said. He still has his helmet on, though. How's it going over there? Is it still going?
Crazy.
All
so
right.
many people, it's like insane. crazy busy, and I got smoked by Dylan Wright.
Oh, you had to line up against Dylan Wright.
Yeah, I didn't do good though.
Well, that's
It's okay, buddy. We still love you. You're
That
still
was-
our guy.
That was property owner Brett Lee. Just got taken up by the defending 450 champ Dylan Wright.
I just said it 2 seconds ago, but not gonna lie, maybe to be expected. Dylan is not, he's known for getting good starts. So
Yeah. So is Brett though. Brett's a good starter.
yeah, but it's Dylan versus Brett.
No,
What are we
I'm
gonna
kidding.
do?
I know it's Dylan versus Brett. All right, now the next one. You were on the line. You were out in this race, but I have, of all the races that happened today that gave out championships, you should have seen the atmosphere on this podium and in front of the podium after this. Did
Was
you
it
happen
good
to
or bad?
It was
No.
incredible.
Like
there was
positive?
everybody was there.
No,
There
I
were
wa- I
more
wanted nothing to
people
do with it.
around. There were beers cracked. There were like people everywhere. It was pandemonium. Like literally, there must have been 100 people down there.
Yeah, honestly, I think the plus 30B class is one of those. It's funny. It's such a weird class, like of abilities and we've talked about it's a little controversial in certain reasons and or for certain reasons, but it was funny. We all know each other and everyone's there, and it's just and they're fast guys. Like they're no joke. Like you look at Steve Sims, Scott Donker's good, Mark Dion, and the train. I think they're brothers. I'm
Devin
assuming.
Train,
And he has a brother. There's another
Oh,
train
okay.
in there
Oh.
too. I don't know if they're brothers, cousins. There's two trains.
Okay.
Not sure. I apologize for that, but I mean those guys are fast and they've been riding a lot, and it's like they take it very serious, and it's good to see that everyone's having fun and doing well. So it was good to be a part of that. I mean I wasn't part of the I was more riding as opposed to being a part of the race, but it was good to see everyone there having fun.
And you were riding, so you didn't see it, but the top three battle was one of, if not the best race of the week so far between Mark Dion, and number 451.
Oh, Ricky Conway.
Ricky, yeah,
Yeah,
those guys.
Another guy came back
at
from.
it was amazing.
Mhm.
Donk held Conway off forever, and then he finally got around him, and then Donk fell in the last lap, and Mark got by him. Donk held on for third, and then Conway finished and just rode away.
Yeah, he didn't. I don't think he realized that he was in the overall podium, or I don't know what the deal was, because they came around. I waited. I had the worst arm pump I think I've ever had in my life. It's been 10 years since I've raced, so I just, I was just not into it at all. And I saw him come around, and yeah, I saw him ride off, and I was like, did he win or did Mark? Because Mark was behind him,
Right.
so I was like, I don't know who won this one. So it was kind of confusing because Ricky just rode away.
Yeah, it was quite cool. He walked back, so it was kind of funny. Ryan Gauld up there as the announcer on the stage and stuff like that, kind of saying he won the race. He didn't have a bike anyway. He came walking back across the grass
Jeez.
and got his.
Everyone's
award,
having
so.
fun.
Yeah, it was great. And the beers were cracked, like I say. It's the 30B and C went together. Number 993 took the title in the C class. Connoisseur? Is that how you say that?
I don't know. I know there's some concerts, but I
Yeah,
know
it's
he's
not connoisseur,
different. He's
different.
different.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
he's
is.
different. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but he was. There's a good picture he got yesterday of him coming by me over the step down. So he was definitely hauling butt. Not
Yeah,
saying
so
that
I was
but
trying to get a
he
shot of you, but
That's okay. It's a great photo. It's a good photo. So he did well.
all right. So that was 30A, B, and C. Ladies was next. Now, of course, we know who won that.
Yeah,
It was
Ev got that championship and
fifth.
fifth championship. Jeez, Heidi, where are you right on this one?
Yeah.
But, no, it's okay. But yeah, she was another one class of the field, and she's we had her on last night, and she's very excited to race again on the weekend, I believe, for WMX, and hopefully win that title. She's the class of the field right now across the country, so it's gotta be a pretty good feeling.
Yep. Second went to number 4, Malia Garan, and she, again, I always talk about her style. She just looks great out there.
She does have good style.
Yeah, great style. Anyway, and Maya Laguerre had a great race. She ended up third. She was super pumped to be up there and all that stuff. So she was really happy to be up on the stage for that final moto. Not in the final standings, but in the final moto. So it was good to see her up there. She had a big smile on her face and stuff like that. So that was cool. But yeah, Ev Brodeur took the ladies' title. No surprise to anyone. And that's her numbers are, as we said over there at the stage. Ryan made a point of obviously saying her numbers are getting like up there. JSR, Colton Fasciotti numbers. And then he made a joke because he's old just like me and said, but we're nowhere near Ross Peterson numbers yet. But
I mean, her numbers speak for themselves. Let's just say that it's she's beaten some very capable women, and she's beat some very capable men too. So she's no joke.
All right, so next was the 65, the older 65 class 10-11. Man, came not out of nowhere, but he's having a great today. He had a really good day. Little Danny Robertson, number 141. I'm not sure if you had a chance to watch.
No, I missed that one
Oh, man.
because I was probably in the trailer just trying not to pass out from sweating so hard.
True.
I'll admit that it was pretty. It was hot today too. It wasn't as hot as the other days, I think, but it was still very, very humid.
Yeah, the humidity was there.
Yeah, I was sweating pretty good. I had sweat in my goggles and stuff. So yeah, I didn't see it unfortunately. So I apologize for that. But
He held off. Little Jonathan Bergeron. They went again like that 30.
Johnny Bergeron. I love that name. The Bergeron's just a funny.
But
cool
they
last
had
name.
such a good battle, and he held them off, and they fought like just really good race in that 65 class. The title did go to Jonathan Bergeron. He didn't have to pass him, but obviously you're out there, you want to pass the guy. So anyway, that was congratulations to Jonathan Bergeron taking the 65, 10, 11. 250 junior again. That the junior classes are all the TJ Scott.
Yeah, I mean he's on route to be that bronze boot guy. I mean I don't have any inside info, but I mean the numbers are putting him that way. You know, I know you were talking to his dad a little bit, and he's an Ontario kid. I've seen him grow up, and I didn't know he'd be this good at the junior level. I don't know much about him. I know, like I said, I know his dad, and they've ridden snowcross or this or that, whatever. But he is definitely, man, he's killing it. He looks so good too on that bike. He's riding all different bikes. I mean, Huskies are all Huskies, but they look different. There's a 350, a 250, a 150, I think, at 1.2. He's on a two-stroke.
Yeah.
So
yeah, he's got it all covered.
yeah, he's on everything. The ability to do that is not easy either, to ride that many different bikes.
And I remember I saw him at he was training at Kenzie Hennessy had his little group out, and I went and kind of checked them out. And Tanner came out and he was riding, and I remember I made a post that I hate to tell everybody in the junior class, but it looks like TJ Scott's gonna be racing junior this year, because I mean I just saw him riding. I'm like, uh-oh.
Yeah, I remember that post actually.
Yeah,
I remember
it's
that,
like good
that
luck.
day.
Good luck to all the junior, and it's obviously the kid. He's just hauling. Then on that 350, man, he looked like a pro out there.
Yeah, he looks really, really good.
Man, he looked.
I'm
good
really
on
in
the big
control.
bike.
Excuse me.
Bigger bike.
I've had a lot said today. A lot of. I'm sorry. I apologize for that. But yeah, he looks really good. I was watching him. He's like whipping the step down and like just looked really in control, which is good for junior. Like a fast junior kid can sometimes be very fast, but not in control all the time. And for him, he looks good all the time. That's the best way to put it, I'd say.
Yeah, good for him. And as we were just talking with Brennan. Brennan was the one who finished second in that one. And then Leith Ness had a good race. He had a couple good motos today, actually. Leith Ness, number 18 out there.
Yeah. Leith is he's kind of I've seen him race on 85s and things like that in the MMRS series and stuff like that. And his dad too was a vet guy. I don't think he's racing anymore, but you know, he seems to be just kind of that guy that's just off the pace a little bit, but he's going to be there in the next few years because he's kind of come on pretty strong.
Yeah, he has good spurts where it's like, oh, there's Leith again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So he's again another kid to watch as we go along. But man, it's it's after 9 o'clock. The Whole Shot Challenge is going on. Brett is out, unfortunately, but so why don't we end it there? We got one more day to do this. We got one more day. Tomorrow is nothing but championships all day long. We got the ride with me. For mental health.
Yeah, with Tanner. That's I think
so that's 1 o'clock.
Year 3 is that or 2 or 4?
I know it's 3 for sure. I don't know if they did one before that. I don't know. I want to say it's the 3rd annual, but I could be wrong. I missed the first one. The problem with I mean, obviously I'm such a freak. I'm out there. I don't want to miss a single minute of action out there. So it's going to mean I'm going to miss a couple motos. But obviously it's a good cause. I'm going to go out and go for a cycle, and then
It's great. Yeah, no, it's good. I'll be part of it too in a different capacity. I've ridden it. I was gonna say raced it. I've ridden it a few times, and I mean the one I did was a race, and I was part of the instigation of that too. And I'll admit I held my own. Phil Nicoletti, Marshall Walton will know that, but I did blow up pretty hard, and I had to get towed home by Reese Rendell. There's a shout out to Reese. He actually literally towed me home. I blew up real bad. But I was on a full XC mountain bike with Navi tires, so I'm still holding that as
you had no business trying to go with those guys.
No, but I did. I held my own for a pretty long time, so I was leading actually for a fair bit. So I'll take it. Not at that level anymore, but you know it's all good. It's going to be awesome for Tanner, and you know he's really put a lot of effort into this, and Mel and everyone else involved too. So you know if you can get out and be a part of it, if you're watching this, by all means, if you can buy raffle tickets to support it, I mean, it's a great cause, and it's a conversation we need to have for sure. So,
all right, well, let's finish it there, man. Thank you very much for watching. I mean, if you're watching this in a replay, thank you very much. I mean, it's up on our YouTube channel, so it can be watched and scrolled and replayed. Some of your nuggets can be replayed again and again.
Some of my Gregisms, probably. I don't know. Who knows?
But thank you very much. Thank you to FXR Moto. Andy White, I think Dawn's going to be here tomorrow, so we'll see her. We might even have a couple new shirts for tomorrow.
Oh, I like this one, though. It's
I
nice.
know.
It's very light.
Yes, I know, but how many days in a row are we going to wear them?
That's true, yeah. Yeah, it still smells
that
good.
was dirty for me. I had it.
Oh, gross. Just kidding. No,
All
it's
right.
still good.
Thank you very much, everybody. We are going to close it there, so now you can awkwardly watch me. No, you don't be awkward. Watch me awkwardly move to this to shut it off. Thank you very much. One more night of this. We'll see you tomorrow night.